Good morning. How you doing this morning? Well, I'm just getting the shop open up here, but we were talking about hummingbirds a lot this last little week or so. And I really just wanted to kind of point out, we always follow the hummingbirds when they're coming into Ontario, Canada, from the south, but we never think to follow them from our area back to their wintering grounds. And as you can see here, if you look up in the top there, where you can still see sort of Ontario. There's an outline that says Ottawa, Montreal. If you can kind of picture that out, maybe not. But look at the concentration. And that red is all ruby-throated hummingbirds that are heading back down, like into Florida, into Mexico, into Central America, all that kind of stuff. Whoa, got to fix that door. But you can really see the concentration. Now, if you move the map over a little bit, this website, by the way, is Hummingbird Central. And it has a migration map, not only for the spring, but also for the fall. And that's where we are right now. Like you can see right up in that Montreal area there. Let me see if I can point this out. So right up in here, yeah, no, maybe I can't. But it's really interesting to see all the birds that are heading south. And so we've been talking about it here in the store and with customers and with people online, what have you. Everybody's wanting to take their hummingbird feeders down. But you can see the high concentration in the upper part of their range there by the Great Lakes and what have you. And even way up into the north there, above Lake Superior. And way over in Minnesota and all of tons of birds still up in there. Now they go around the Great Lakes. They don't fly over them. Same with the Gulf of Mexico. They don't fly across the Gulf of Mexico. They go around it. So you can see that there's still lots of hummingbirds still to be migrating and leaving and that kind of stuff. So keep your feeders up, keep them clean, keep fresh nectar in them, because then it will definitely you'll be seeing birds for the next few weeks being up there. My record, I believe, and I should have written it down, I don't know, it's one of those things I don't get into too much, but my record is around Canadian Thanksgiving, which is generally like the second weekend of October. We always had them coming to the same window feeder, the same window, regardless if it was our resident hummingbirds or whether it was hummingbirds that were in the area. And you can do this with a lot of different species. I was talking to my son this morning a fair bit from early on, and he's getting ready for the waterfowl migration. He has a young pup that he's training and to retrieve ducks and what have you. And we were looking at some maps of those guys as well, and tons of birds moving. So we're really at the peak of migration for all species. Everything is really moving. You can do some really interesting things at this time of year because you'll see things in your backyard that you normally wouldn't see, because birds, when they need a rest, they stop. So the other day I was talking about how you could put out a little dish of sorts. This one here in particular is one that we're talking about as an example. But you can put out dried mealworms. And the reason for that is all the like chickadees, nuthatches, all those guys will eat the mealworms anyway. Woodpeckers even, obviously they're bug-eating birds, but all the bug eaters. So with warblers being at a very, very high departure rate, it's a great opportunity for you to see some warblers in your backyard that you would never often see because they don't come to feeders. They're not inclined to be in that habitat. They're inclined to be out in the forest. They're called wood warblers. So they're out in the forest. They're not in our urban backyards and things. So it's a great time to experiment, a great time to get feeders up. It's a great time to be a little more aware, see what you're able to see. But certainly it's very interesting to see this hummingbird map and the fact that we still have tons of hummingbirds up in our area. Anyway, you have yourself a great day. I'm just going to get the gilly-galoo going here for the day, and we'll exercise our activity for the day. And remember to feel great, be great, but most importantly, think great. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.